Hello, Oracles. Well, how will Tesla stock trade this week? As of the time of this recording, we are down about 1.5% pre-market. We've got the FOMC meeting coming up. Will we fill those gaps down to 247 and 258 this week? We will discuss that in a moment. First, I would like to welcome our newest member to the channel, Mr. T. Jones. Thank you so much for becoming a member. If you would like to become a member, there is a link down in the pinned comment below. There are 3 different levels, lots of perks and stuff. You guys can check it out down there. We also have a Discord chat. I'm over on Patreon, and I am over on Twitter at OracleTim1. All right, let's dive into some of the numbers here. So in order for us to hit 247, we would have to drop almost 19% on the week. That would be a lot. So, I keep on saying that we have those gaps to fill. They don't have to fill. That's a significant drop for 1 week. And then in order to fill the 258 gap, we've got to drop almost 15%. So right now we've dipped under the $300 mark, just following some levels on the way down. We've got that partial gap still to fill at 289. We've got the 278 support that we've got. And then below that, we're around that 258 to 260 mark for the next level of support and that gap to get filled. So these are just the numbers that I'm looking at. If for some reason we turn around and end up running up, we have that 312 level that we are looking at for a resistance. So why are we pulling down right now? Well, we've got the FOMC meeting coming up. We've got a lot of uncertainty going into that. The Fed is most likely going to be raising rates 75 basis points, maybe even a 100 basis point hike. Really don't know what's going on, but just because we don't know what's going on, the market really dislikes uncertainty. And so because we have uncertainty, we are seeing a bit of a sell-off pre-market. And now based on some of the information I had gotten over the weekend for Tesla and just a whole lot of different things accumulating in my mind all together, I have decided that this week I'm going to sell out a bunch of my losers that I've got, a bunch of stocks that I've been looking to get rid of them, waiting for them to go profitable. They weren't, and I was deciding that if they didn't go profitable, I would sell them by the end of the year. Well, I'm deciding that I'm going to do that now and convert that money over into Tesla stock as well. So if you guys do follow me over on Twitter, I share all of my trades that I do over there, so you'll get to see all the sales and purchases that I make, so you'll see what I'm selling out of and how much Tesla I am buying with that. And just a reminder, this is not financial advice. This is just what I am doing with my own personal portfolio. You need to do your own due diligence and research and make the decisions you need to for your own portfolio. And so some of the things that kind of pointed me in the direction to make this move was a quote that Elon had made last year about FSD, was the day FSD goes wide release will be one of the biggest asset gains in history. And Elon has been talking about how we are looking at a wide release here in North America by the end of the year and releasing over in Europe as well. So just trying to get ahead of that, because when we do get to that point and Tesla does say, hey, we have solved FSD, that is when the stock is going to take off, because there's a lot of people, Gary Black is one of them, who doesn't really include a lot of FSD or robotaxi revenue into their valuation models. I don't do it either, and I know that as soon as that happens, there's going to be a lot of massive upward adjustments to a lot of these estimates from all of these analysts when we get FSD solved. So not to say that wide release means that it's going to be solved, but wide release means that they feel comfortable enough to release it to a lot more people because it's going to be safer, and then at that point they can gather more information using Dojo, putting it all together, and then be able to progress even faster to solving FSD. Some other news that we had gotten out of Germany was an executive from Tesla was speaking to Automobilewoche. They're looking to double German auto sales every year. So last year they sold 40,000. This year they're looking to sell 80,000, and that is to double going forward. No official response from Tesla themselves, but this was an executive from Berlin talking to Automobilewoche about this. We also got some word out of Shanghai from the Shanghai government saying that the production line optimization over in Shanghai is now complete. So that is all done. We can see this go up. We've already seen massive increases in production coming out of Shanghai. Now that it's complete, let's see how much more we can produce. And the final big reason why I decided to dump a bunch of my losers to put more money into Tesla was I started to do my research on the energy and some of the numbers. The numbers have basically been flat between $600 million to $800 million in revenue for energy over the last year to year and a half. Well, just looking at some of the numbers we had gotten out recently, when they're talking about 6,500 Powerwalls being produced on a weekly basis, 442 Megapacks being produced on a quarterly basis, and then the prices that are associated with all of these, we could potentially see in this quarter $800 million coming out from each one of those. $800 million coming out of Powerwalls, and $800+ million coming out of Megapacks, which would double the revenues for energy for Tesla for this quarter. So that would take the revenue from about $800 million up to $1.6 to $1.7 billion in energy revenue. Now again, we've been talking about how energy is just starting to get rolling. Martin Vieques said the other day that, we now have enough batteries to supply both sides of the business. So previously, the batteries that they had for the Powerwalls and the Megapacks, between batteries and chips, they were really prioritizing with EVs, so they could not ramp up production as fast as they wanted to in the energy side of the business. Now they can. Now they can start producing at the speed that they want to. Elon has said that the demand still is higher than the production, so they still cannot keep up with demand when it comes to the Powerwalls. Elon also said that Megapacks are sold out through 2022, so all 442 Megapacks that they are producing for the quarter should be sold. So just putting all these numbers together, it's going to be very much like the EV business at the moment, where every single Powerwall and Megapack that they produce is going to get sold. Now, the biggest question that a lot of people have is, what is the profitability on these? Now, they did say recently in Q2 that they hit record profits when it comes to the energy storage part of their business. So we know that the solar roof and the solar panels, that's not as good. That is still facing some troubles at the moment, but the energy storage, on the other hand, is not. So what the profits are, I don't know. I mean, realistically, if they said record profits, they could have said, hey, we made $1 in profits and now we made $2. I think it's a lot more than that, obviously. I don't know what the numbers are, but they have said in the past that the margins that they are going to be seeing for energy should be able to catch up to where they are. And if EVs have been pushing over 30%, then we could be expecting the energy to be pushing over 30% as well in the future. Don't know if or when they are going to break that down in the future, but we shall see. Either way, this energy ramp is just starting. We are going to see it, and I'm very excited to see the Q3 numbers when it comes to energy. So let me know in the comments below what you guys think we are going to see for energy revenues coming out of Q3. And so looking at the charts, we've got crypto is falling hard over the weekend. I've seen it happen in the past, and then all of a sudden it bounces up early Monday morning, and the market ends up not going as red. Well, crypto is going even more red this morning. So crypto is really falling hard. The market is following along with it. Futures are red. So we'll see how we trade this week. Again, we've got the FOMC meeting, maybe some Twitter information that is going on. We've got the rebalancing going on with a lot of institutions and funds in their portfolios. So lots of still uncertain stuff going on over the next couple of weeks. And then on September 30th, we are going to get AI Day 2022. That is next week. So we have 2 weeks of potential uncertainty. So we'll pay attention to this as the week goes on. I will do a couple of live streams for you guys this week to dive into the charts. And I did want to correct and clarify a couple of things I had said over the weekend. I was talking about how the Department of Defense had awarded Tesla a battery contract through 2025. I wasn't sure if it was 7.7 million or 7.7 billion. It sounds like it is 7.7 billion. So that is significant. I also did say that the Prime Minister of Canada had visited Tesla. That was not the case because, well, we know that Justin Trudeau and Elon do not get along, so it was not the Prime Minister. I misspoke on that. It was the Minister of Industry, Francois-Philippe Champagne. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Do you think we are going to pull down that 18 to 19% and fill that 247 gap over the next 2 weeks? Or do you think we are going to bounce higher than that and then go back over 300 and run for the rest of the year? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Thank you all so much for watching. I appreciate all of your support and feedback. If you have not subscribed, please do so down below. We do have the membership program that is down in the pinned comment. I am over on Twitter at OracleTim1. I share all of the latest Tesla news, pertinent stock market information, and all of my daily trades. We do have a Discord chat, that link is down in the description. And if you'd like to support the channel any further, we do have a Patreon where I share all of my price targets, production and delivery forecasts, and valuation model. Thank you so much. Have a great one.